Hey, what's going on YouTube? Just want to touch down on the whole Kevin Samuels situation. Not because it's trending, because it's a situation that you know a lot of people, especially Black people, suffer from, and that is health issues. A lot of people, like what Kevin Samuels died from. They said it was cardiac arrest, and a lot of us, there are a lot of us that's working towards living a healthier lifestyle or whatever. Getting in the gym, eating the right food and stuff, getting away from the red meat, the poultry and all of that stuff. Try to, because that's what you want to do so you can have some longevity in your life. Because the whole idea is to live a little bit longer than what you're supposed to live, because Kevin Samuels, he died at the age of, I think they say he's 57 years old, 56 or 57 years old. And to me that's a little bit too young, because I mean people, sometimes you when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, but from a health standpoint, it's like, especially Black people, we're not living to see our 70s and 80s and 90s anymore, like it's starting to become a rare occurrence that, especially like people from my generation, because I was born in the mid '80s. People from my bracket, the '70s babies, the '80s babies, '90s babies, we're not living that long. Whether it's come from tragedy or even health issues, and um and this is one thing that nobody's really touching down on, and it's something that people really need to pay attention to, and that's your health. And Kevin Samuels' situation could have been prevented if he would have practiced better health choices. During his lives, you see what he drinks. He drinks Red Bull. Everybody there's a lot of people that understands that consuming, when you consume Red Bull too much, man, like, and all these energy drinks, Monster energy drinks and stuff like that, it's not really good for your health. That's not good, especially like long term wise. I won't even recommend, like, chugging down Red Bulls every single day. Like, only way I could try to probably justify like drinking a Red Bull or Monster Energy drink, if you really need to, you got work to do and you really need to stay up for something, and you want to have that extra kick or whatever to keep going. That might be a little bit of a reason for you to drink Red Bull. But I still won't recommend it though. I recommend like just a fresh, cup of coffee or something, you know, and like Red Bull and those energy drinks those are not good for your health. It slowly but surely deteriorates your health. And and Kevin Samuel's situation, and if he would have had better choices in drinks and food and stuff, I'm not too sure of what his diet was, or what his exercise routine was, but cardiac arrest, man, that really has a lot to do with not having a good healthy lifestyle. And I'm gonna give us I am gonna give a solution to it, to what could have prevent him from going through cardiac arrest. And it's really one thing, one food that everybody needs to have in a refrigerator, or in a pantry or something, or even a travel case in your car or something. You need to have this, like, just about everywhere you go. You need to incorporate this in your diet, like, on a moderate basis, unless your health is on a severe level where you have to use it every single day. And I have used it myself, and it prevented me from, like, from having, like, a severe health crisis and stuff. And that thing, the thing that I'm talking about right now, is Cayenne Pepper, yo. You have to have Cayenne Pepper in your diet. I see a lot of people, they like to brag, all on TikTok, these people, everybody thinks they're a chef, like to show all their food off and stuff. I watch how they make it too, you know, like they love to show off the macaroni and cheese. Like they put a whole lot of cheese on their macaroni and stuff, and they make it look real good and delicious and stuff. Like, you know, yeah, it might taste good, but it's not necessarily good for your health, you know. Especially the way they make it, like the macaroni and cheese, you could tell it's oversaturated with oils, you know, with a lot of fatty food. It's real fatty, you know, got a lot of dairy products in it, you know. It's very salty, you know. Cheese comes with a lot of salt, you know, so you consume, you know, large quantities of your macaroni and cheese and stuff. Macaroni and cheese is good, don't get me wrong, but it's just that, you know, what are you doing to combat, you know, the high blood pressure that's going to bring with that? You know, what are you doing with that, you know? And cayenne pepper is the key to for everyone to incorporate into their diet, you know, to put on top of their food and stuff. Like, you know, you gotta have cayenne pepper, you know, because cayenne pepper, like, it could have literally saved his life like yesterday. Cayenne pepper, if you take, like, if you're having a heart attack, this is because I did my thorough research on cayenne pepper. With cayenne pepper, if you put a little bit of cayenne pepper seasoning, like just raw cayenne pepper seasoning in some warm water, and someone is having a heart attack, and they drink that warm water with cayenne pepper, it can snap them right out of a heart attack. Like, no bullshit. I did my research. You can do your research yourself. Cayenne pepper could take you out of a heart attack almost like instantly. I haven't tried it on myself, but it's been proven facts. Like, it's all over the internet, all on YouTube, all on, you know, different, you know, medical, herbal, you know, medical solutions all over the internet. It's all there. And that's what could have saved them last night. But it's like, you know, you got to know your stuff, man. You gotta research this stuff. You can't just, you know, eat anything you want and then everything is okay. You know, a lot of people, they eat a lot of pork and stuff. They eat a lot of red meat, a lot of beef and stuff. Like, that stuff, it tastes good, but it's not good for you, man. It'll taste good as hell, but it's not good for you. You know, I see these TikTok videos and stuff, and, you know, they love to cook up a steak. You know, they put, you know, the oil inside the pan. Then they put a large, like, half a stick of butter inside the pan. Then you throw the red, they season it with salt and pepper. The steak is salt and pepper. Then they throw it in the pan. Put some rosemary and thyme inside the pan. And they baste the, you know, the steak with the, you know, how they do it, you know. And then they put it in the oven. Like, that stuff is bad for you. It's bad for your health, man. Yeah, it tastes good, tastes very good, but it's bad for your health. You gotta find a way to balance your diet out. You know, if you're gonna eat like that, especially if you're gonna eat like that, you know, you eat a lot of a lot of sweets, like cookies, you know, cake and all that stuff. You eat way too much of that stuff, man. Like, especially after dinner, after you done had dinner, you had you know, you ate red meat or whatever, you know, you ate pork, and then you have, like, your dessert afterwards. Like, that stuff is detrimental to your health, and it'll clog your arteries, man, over time. And especially if you don't exercise or anything, and, you know, you don't go to the gym, you know, you don't exercise, you don't sweat out that salt content that's in your body, man. Like, it builds up over time, especially when you get older. Like, the older you get, the more conscious you got to be, the more cautious you have to be of your health. And yeah, just like, people just got to be careful, man. Like, but cayenne pepper is the key to, you know, to clear your arteries out, you know, to save yourself from a heart attack. And I know the system they don't like when I tell y'all this stuff too. Like, you gotta understand, this is why the system attack me all the time. They send the police after me. They do all kinds of shit, you know, try to come after the money and shit. Do, like, you know, they do all kinds of shit because I spread truth like that. Because the system don't want you to know that, because of the big pharma. Excuse me. Because of big pharma and all that, the prescription pills and all that stuff, you know. But yeah, man, cayenne pepper is the key, man. Like you gotta have that stuff. You got to incorporate it into your diet. Don't take too much of it because it can't hurt your liver. But if you spread it out moderately, it's good for your health.